What's up, guys? How is it going? Today in this video I'm going to talk to you about two principles that you need to understand in order to gain confidence, in order to build a stronger version of yourself, in order to get rid of the pain that you might be feeling, in order to get unstuck, in order to build a stronger physique, a stronger character, and more confidence. Okay? Why am I an authority when it comes to this? Because I've been through moments in my life where I actually was in a point where I was not happy about myself. I was not happy about what I was achieving. I was not happy about my habits. You know, I had vices. I've had some bad habits that I was indulging in. I didn't like my physique at some point. I was not happy with my results. I was not happy with what I was doing, you know, with my life, the business I was in. You know, I came out from more than a 10 years plus streak of just trusting the wrong people, losing in business, going the wrong way. And I've lost precious years of my life doing the wrong thing, basically. And then and that affected me a little bit, you know. Because I'm an ambitious person. I want to achieve some stuff. I have some goals I want to reach, but after years that didn't happen. I was actually taking the wrong decisions every time. I was trusting the wrong people. I was following the money. You know, I didn't operate from the correct principles, and that affected me. You know, I was in a bad spot mentally. Like I was in pain, felt the pain. I was angry most of the time. I had a poor physique. Everything was affected by the way I operated, by who I was at that moment. And in those moments, any person needs a strategy, needs a system, needs a formula that he can apply to himself in order to get rid of that, to get out of that loophole of just not satisfied with what you're doing and not satisfied with yourself and feeling pain. And at the same time not having the results that you want. Okay? And what most people fail to understand is that if you're gonna make your life better, if you're gonna start living life on your terms, if you're gonna start succeeding, you have to improve first. Okay? And when I say succeeding, a lot of people, because most of you guys are brainwashed, when a person speaks about success, you only think about money. The only thing you think is money. You know, money, success is money. No, bro, you can have a lot of money, and if you have poor health, well, guess what? You can't enjoy that money. It doesn't matter anymore. If you can have a lot of money, but in your relationships or like with your spouse or like your family is not stable, you don't have that happiness in your home. Well, money is not good either, because it's just you're not really happy. You know, there's one thing that is missing from your life. You can have the money. What are you gonna do with the money? You're gonna go what? What are you gonna do with it? You're gonna spend it alone and just it's not happiness. Trust me. When you speak about success, people think only about money. But if you have money, but if you're waking up in the morning and you're doing a job that you hate, let's say you own a company, let's say, and you're going to sell a product or a service that you don't believe in, you don't like, you're not passionate about. You have these employees that you hate, that you don't like. You're gonna have to deal with these people that you actually don't give a shit about. Guess what? You're a slave to your business and you're not really satisfied, even though you got money. So success is a word that englobes a lot of things. You need to have few areas on point in order to feel true success. Okay? And I was in that position. I was a manager of a company, a marketing company back in the day. I had what looked from outside like a successful career. I had a very good salary. I had a parking under the office. I used to go, dressed in suits and stuff, and I had people working for me and whatever. And it looked from the outside like I was doing great, but actually I was in a business that I didn't like. I stopped believing in it, and I was operating and I was dealing with people that I didn't like. So it was really not it. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that person has to deal with different areas in life, including the money, including the materialistic stuff, in order to be truly successful. There's a lot of things that you need to deal with. That's how I see things. But anyways, in this video, I want to share with you two parts of a formula that you need to master if you want to start creating that version of yourself that can start achieving these kind of things, that can actually build your life on your terms and start accomplishing what you want to accomplish. And most importantly, stop stopping yourself, stop holding yourself back, regain your self-confidence, regain the trust in yourself, regain your self-respect, build a stronger character, build a stronger physique, have more energy, and create relationships that are harmonious, and find purpose, and start creating whatever you're trying to create. Okay, but first of all, we need to take care of you first. Okay, you first and foremost. So I'm here doing my cardio from the beach, and I decided to just make you this video just like that, because I know it's going to help a lot of people. Okay, so what are the steps? What are the two parts of this formula? First of all, if you want to gain confidence, if you want to have that self-belief, first of all, you need to understand yourself. Like, you can't have self-belief, you can't have confidence in yourself if you don't understand your potential, if you don't understand yourself, if you don't understand your potential, and if you don't understand how your mind works. Okay, if you don't understand the blessings that God, universe, energy, whatever you believe in, gave you. Okay, and the first thing is that you need to understand your potential. All scientists and all theologists, they agree on that. You have infinite potential within you. Like, potential that we fail to use. Scientists say that if they connected your body to a country in order to fulfill that country's energetic needs, your body can generate energy that will be sufficient to run that country for 1 week. Okay, that's the energy that you have in your body. So we have a lot of energy that we can use, but we fail to use. And when it comes to your mind, scientists say that is the most potent force in the planet, or at least is the most potent force that you have that can influence your reality, or can influence literally the universe. And we fail to use our minds because we're using a very small portion of it. Maybe in the future we will discover how to unlock more of that. But basically, your mind is divided to two parts, to make it simple. First part is the conscious mind. Okay, your conscious mind. This is the mind you think with. It's the mind you use to think, to analyze. And the other part is the subconscious. This is where all your subconscious programming is. This is what they call also your universal mind. Okay, it's connected to everything in the universe. It's literally connected to everything. And if you know how to use it, and if you know how to use it to your benefit, you can use your mind to reach any goal you want. Because your subconscious is connected to the universal mind, to all the information there is, you can call upon that mind and use it to give you solutions and answers to any goal you're trying to achieve. Okay? This is if you understand how to use it. I'm not going to go deep on how to use your mind right now, because I'm just trying to give you the formula. I have other videos that speak about this. And so this is the understanding that you need to have. The more you study your mind, the more you study you, basically, the more you study your potential, the more you're gonna believe in yourself. Why is that? Like, imagine if you had a powerful machine. Imagine if I give you a robot. This robot is like the ultimate technology. It can do anything. You can use it to do anything you want. This robot is super advanced, super smart. you know. But I didn't give you the manual. I didn't teach you how to use it. You don't have an understanding of how to use these features of this robot. So you don't really take advantage of it. You use it to, I don't know, use it to clean your house, but it can do many things. It can create, literally, it can build you another house. It can build you a car. It can build you a business. It can do whatever you want to do. Okay, but you're using it only to clean the house because that's the only thing you know how to do with this robot. You don't have the manual, or you didn't read the manual. You don't have the understanding of how to use all the other features. And that's why you don't use it. You don't take advantage of it. Same thing with you. If you don't go deep into understanding who you are and your potential, you're not going to be able to use that potential. You're not going to understand the greatness and the power that you have in you unless you study it. And the more you study, the more you're going to believe in yourself. Okay, that's the first part of the formula. Now let's go to the second part. The second part is that you need to have a program. We all actually need to have a program, a personal development program, a certain set of habits that you follow every day that make you stronger, that pushes you to improve in different aspects, and at the same time make you feel proud about yourself because you've accomplished these tasks and because you respected these habits. Okay? You need to have a program that helps you develop a stronger physique. You need to do you need to have habits that takes you, or that, you know, pushes you to build a stronger physique. Okay? So you need to take care of your physique. You need to take care of nutrition. You need to have habits around your nutrition so you can actually see the result of the training that you do on your body. Like, you need to develop a great physique. You need to have six-pack. You need to have muscles. You cannot be fat. You cannot be too skinny. You're not going to respect yourself if you're that way. Okay? You will respect yourself better when you're in shape. Okay? So we said training habits, eating habits. Then you need to read. You need to study, basically. You need to make it a habitual part of your day to just study. If you don't study, you can't develop awareness. Like we said in the first part, there's no way you're going to develop awareness unless you study, unless you make it a habit. Then you need to drop all the vices. You need to drop your vices. Anything that you do that you regret afterwards, like the smoking, the drinking, the porn, I don't know, going out, any negative thing that you do, you know it's negative and it's making you weak. You need to get rid of it. Okay? Then you need to change your environment. Okay, you need to make it a habit. You need to make an effort to go into a positive environment. If you don't go into a positive environment and your current environment is negative, well, it's gonna push you backwards. So you need to make it a habit to find better environments, to find better people that you can learn from, or at least people that will inspire you. When you see them doing better, they will inspire you to keep pushing forward, to keep learning, to keep studying, to keep getting better. Okay? And you need to make it a habit to invest in yourself. Invest in books, invest in training programs, in coaching, in learning. Okay? And you need to dominate something. You need to choose a skill. You need to choose a passion. You need to have a path, and you dominate that skill. You need to work on dominating whatever you're interested in. Okay? So you can be one day one of the best people on the planet doing that specific thing. Okay? So your program has to involve habits that pushes all these things that I mentioned forward, make you stronger in all these aspects. And this way you're gonna become better as a person. Your value is rising as a person and in the marketplace as well. And at the same time, this is very important, is that you feel proud about yourself. Like, when you discipline yourself to do all these things that you need to do in order to become better, you will feel better about yourself. You know, you feel proud about yourself. And this is what we're looking for. We're looking for that feeling. Because if you're feeling proud, you can't feel depressed. If you're feeling proud, you can't feel poor. If you feel proud, you can't feel weak. If you feel proud, you don't feel the anxiety, okay? Because you're literally on a different band. You're on literally on a different vibration. And this has to be earned, okay? So we said the first part, is understanding you, and the second part is working on you. Okay? If you do this, you're gonna develop a stronger, much better version of yourself, and you're literally going to change who you are from inside out. And the day will come that your self-doubt, the pain that you were feeling because you failed, or because you were betrayed, or because they abandoned you, or because you had a breakup, or because you just messed up in the past, is going to slowly disappear. Your urge to indulge in vices, to smoke, to do drugs, to, I don't know, watch porn, to do whatever you're doing at the moment, all these urges will slowly fade away, because you're literally creating a version of yourself that does not need that stuff to feel better. Do you understand? You don't need that stuff anymore to feel good about yourself. So you're naturally going to drop it, because you're going to be on a different vibration. And once you build that version, you make it better and better and better. This is when life gets interesting. This is when your mind will be your partner, not against you. You're not the enemy. This is when you make your mind your partner, not your enemy, and you actually start feeling good about yourself, and you will start slowly accomplishing things. You will start accomplishing things. And the first thing that you will accomplish is the physique, is that you're gonna look better, okay? That's the first accomplishment, is you're gonna be better, because when you look better, you feel better, and you're just better, you know what I mean? A person that has the same attributes, but we take it and we make it look better, we make it stronger, physically stronger, it's just better, okay? And psychologically, you feel better. Now, you, as I said, that this is gonna be your first accomplishment. Could be your first accomplishment. The other accomplishment could be just getting into a relationship that you like. Another accomplishment could be acquiring a skill that you try and acquire. Could be starting a business, could be finishing that career, it could be finishing school, for example, could be getting promoted if what you're doing for work is what you really want to do with your life. You're just literally going to start accomplishing, start winning, you're accumulating wins, because you become better, okay? And that will reinforce this new identity that you're building. And this is when life becomes interesting. This is when nothing has a grip on you anymore. You validate yourself to yourself because of what you do. You feel proud about yourself because of the actions you take, because of the work you've done on yourself, because of the new understanding that you have. And you know, and you will start building life however you want to build it. You know what I mean? Like, it's simple as that. Okay? It's not difficult to understand. Simple, but it's hard to implement. To implement it is another thing. You know, you need to actually implement these things. And the only way to implement these things is to really be decisive. It's really decide, I'm going for this. This is important for me, and I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm telling you guys, I've spent 10 years, I've lost 10 years of more in my life just going the wrong way. And but now, thank God, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I found my purpose in life. I'm doing exactly, I wake up, I'm happy with my mornings, my day, do exactly what I want to do. I live in a place that I want to live. I always wanted to live here. This is one of the most beautiful cities in south of Spain, Marbella. You know, it's like, what is it? It's like midday right now, and I'm literally having a walk. I want to have a walk with my partner, and I'm doing exactly what I want to do with my life, and my life keeps getting better, you know, because I'm doing what I want to do. I'm strong, I'm fit, you know, I impact people in a positive way, impact my students in a positive way. You know, I have that peace of mind, I have that confidence, I have that tranquility, that serenity, that self-belief. And from now on, life is just getting better, you know what I mean? So this is what I wish for everybody, and this is what was the purpose of this channel. So go ahead and review this video, share it with somebody that needs to hear this message. Leave a comment on what is it that you learned from here, and follow me on IG, follow me on on the other platform, on TikTok as well. On IG, I share daily daily inspiration, daily lessons. You know, you can check out what my day looks like. You can get a closer look to what I do every day. And if you need help with this stuff, implementing this stuff, DM me. You got my WhatsApp there. You can reach out, DM me. Let me talk to you and see if I can help you implement this to get faster results, to become, you know, to get better results, basically, to get faster results. You can do this on your own, but trust me, when you change your environment, you will just endure more and you will just get faster results. Okay, it's not the same if you're trying to learn skill on your own, and imagine if you have a coach that is teaching you the skill, helping you learn the skill. Well, you know, you're gonna learn it just a lot faster. So this is it, guys. Go get it. Go get it. There's bad news going on in the world these days, wars and everything. My advice to you: just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. If you focus on, you can't change what's on the outside. I mean, you can't change these governments in these countries. You can't change it. If you're in a conflict zone right now, you can't change it. But what you can change, you can change you. You can make you stronger. You can make you more resilient, so you can deal with whatever comes your way. You can help protect your family. You can relocate yourself. You know, you're gonna have that mental resilience that will help you go to a safe place, or just you know, help your family, or just you know, create a life where you don't need to be in this specific place. You can move whenever you want. And you know, this is it. Hope you liked the video, guys. See you in the next one.